Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk2, and in today's video we're covering Overwatch 2 in a slightly podcast style format. So if you guys are doing something in the background, this might be something good for you to turn on in the background. You won't hear any Overwatch sounds. I know one of my biggest things when it comes to what I listen to when I play Overwatch is the last thing I want to hear is Overwatch related sounds, because with that it could throw me off in game. So this is an Overwatch 2 video where there's no like gameplay or anything like that, so you won't hear anything, even though that's how my commentaries usually are. You never hear the gameplay or anything. Regardless of that, we're going to be going over the Season 2 Overwatch 2 announcement. And I just wanted to say, I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on Season 1. Will this be a video? I'm not sure. In terms of like a separate video for Season 1's thoughts and stuff like that. Overall, the season was not bad, but it could definitely be improved, right? I actually do have my game here that I can just like, kind of drag onto here. So with Season 1, I do just kind of want to get this out of the way. With Battle Pass, it was not terrible. The biggest thing on everyone's mind and on my mind as well is that they need to put the Overwatch coins in the Battle Pass. Make it enough for people to actually buy the next Battle Pass for free if they grind out the Battle Pass. I was talking about this with Nemo on his stream. If you don't know who he is, by the way, phenomenal streamer, phenomenal person. I've known him for years. Really cool guy. Really good Overwatch player as well. Might get him on the channel one of these days. But he argued the fact that yeah, it would make sense for your most loyal player base to get enough credits to then get the next Battle Pass for free. Fortnite does it, but with a lot more V-Bucks. And in this game, I mean, if they just gave us 1,000 of these Overwatch coins in the pass for completing the pass, I think that'd be a really good deal. Because, again, I mean, I don't want to keep beating the dead horse, but the weekly challenges are so bad for coins, like 60 coins a week. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, why on earth is it so low? Honestly, like, I made a video saying what I would do in terms of like improving everything with the monetization and the coins. I'd make it like maybe like 200 to 300 a week or something. I don't know. You reward your players for playing your damn game. That's really what I got to say about it. I mean, it's really not that high of an ask, right? It's not that high of an ask. Battle Pass, though, yeah, put coins in the Battle Pass. One thing I did notice that I'm going to talk about this most likely is that with this pass, we talked about this before. Well, no, we did not actually. But they promised the theme of this season would be cyberpunk, right? And while, yes, they did definitely do that to an extent, the Battle Pass was not very cyberpunk at all. The only thing you had were the titles, which, you know, you had 2 skins that were cyber demon or like cyberpunk. You had the Genji and you had the Kiriko. Everything else was not. You call this cyberpunk, right? I don't know if I would call this looks more like steampunk to me than cyberpunk. I do want to make an argument though on why I don't necessarily mind them not making the entire Battle Pass cyberpunk, because if you were to make the entire Battle Pass of one theme, you're gonna have people that don't like cyberpunk and they won't buy it, right? You kind of have to make a Battle Pass made for everyone. But in that same breath though, 2 cyberpunk skins in the Battle Pass when you could have maybe done another one. I don't know. Like, I'm trying not to sound like I'm greedy or like, oh, I want them to give us more. But if you really think about it, we just got WIDOWMAKER today. We just got the WIDOWMAKER skin, which, I mean, that's cool, right? Everyone's really liking this skin, and honestly, I think it's great. But you have that problem where it's like, well, you're now making people pay double for a skin when they could have just earned it in the Battle Pass. Like, I understand that's how these businesses work. That's how these models work. I swear to God, I really do feel like people would have been okay with just paying $60 for this game and just getting all the cosmetics the way they used to. And everyone always brings that up like, oh, the loot boxes. They're never bringing back loot boxes back. It was a horrible business model. It was really fair at the tail end of it, but in the beginning of it, it was horrible. And it's just got a really bad, like, what's the word for it? it's got a really bad reputation, the loot box system, just in any video game. So for them to want to go to that again, I highly doubt they would do it. I don't think they should do that. I just think they should make obtaining the skins a bit more fair, especially considering they dangle this number in front of you of like how much cosmetics you have, like Zarya, 160 out of 161. You know, like they dangle all this stuff in front of you like, hey, you're collecting stuff and here's how well you're collecting it. Like they put those numbers in your face, and you know, it's kind of annoying when it's when they just don't give you the skins the way they used to. And I know Jeff said before that, like, oh, we don't expect everyone to get all the skins. Well, you kind of made it easy for people to do it that were dedicated enough. Again, they were rewarding players that were dedicated enough to the game, right? Now it's pay us money. That's it, right? Like there just isn't anything else in terms of that. So with season 1, shop prices were abysmal. Overwatch League prices are abysmal and a half. It's way worse with this. I've already talked about it, but they need to change the prices of the shop. I'm sorry I keep beating a dead horse over, but it's true. They just need to do it. If you want to make your consumer base happy, at least. But I don't think many people are going to be too upset about the WIDOWMAKER skin just because it looks good. Like this is a goddamn legendary right here. Like this is a really good skin here. And then the Sojourn one looks good too for an epic. Like their skins are good. It's just how we obtain them is the problem, right? And again, like Mime Mora, like come on. How is this not an epic, right? I don't know. Is it still legendary? Yeah, it's still legendary. I don't know how they decide this. I think they said like they just say, oh yeah, we think it's this. Like there's no necessary criteria on how you actually get it. So I don't know, but they should they should just give us a bit more, I guess. I mean, going from a $40 game to a free-to-play game, but charging like so much money for everything is like ridiculous. And I did mention this in a video too. I will not be buying the entire battle pass for next season because there's no point. The battle pass is easy to grind. Yes. I know people are like, oh, it's kind of hard. If you play the game enough, like if you actually, like I enjoy the game. I play the game because I enjoy it. If you play the game only because you have to grind it, like you're only playing it for the grind, I feel like you're playing it for the wrong reason. But that's why Overwatch 2 is so good, is that the gameplay is really damn good. So because you have a really good game on your hands, the grind doesn't feel as bad. But if you think the grind is bad, yeah, sometimes it can feel slow, but like if you're playing it for only the grind, then why even bother play it, right? So next season, I'm not buying the battle pass out. I'm playing the whole thing through. I'll buy the battle pass in the very beginning, obviously, but I'm not going to be buying any tiers. There's just no point to doing it. I got to level 400 this season. I think I went a little bit overboard, right? And even if I didn't buy tiers, I would have been 320. So yeah, I easily was able to get over 80 tiers. That was kind of one thing I did want to mention too. I was kind of hoping that they would do, but they're not gonna do, is make this battle pass 100 tiers instead of 80. Now, you know, that's a mixed bag there. People are gonna say, why do you want us to grind out 100 tiers instead of 80? I guess I just kind of like getting rewards and stuff like that. And I wonder if they're gonna do the title thing the same way, where at 85, you get a title at tier 95, 105, 120, 135, 155, 175, and 200. I wonder if that's how it's going to be. I am excited to see what the titles are. I know like no one cares about the titles, but I thoroughly enjoy them because it shows progression. And I know we've been wanting progression in this game. I've been wanting some progression. I'll just take with what we can get here. And Cyber Demon is a title that shows people that, yeah, you played throughout the battle pass times 2, essentially, right? Actually, I don't even know what do I even run? I run Medic. I run the Medic title, which is 250 wins as a healer. And the reason why I run it, and I run the Ana profile picture and the Zenyatta calling card, the reason why I do it is because when I play open queue, I want people to know that I'm really only looking to play healer. I'm not looking to play a different role. But I've got like Tenacious Hero for winning 750 games, All-Star for winning 85 games with each role. Cyber Demon. I will eventually go for Shapeshifter and Party Goer, but besides that, I'm just kind of chilling with the game. But season 1 was fun. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but yeah, there was just some things they could have improved on, and I hope they do that for season 2. But let's bring that up real fast. Here it is. Okay. So, this is what we have here from overwatch.blizzard.com. What to expect for season 2, Ramatra, Shambali Monastery, and the battle for Olympus. I almost said battle pass, goddamn. Season 2 is around the corner, and with it, a myriad of new in-game developments. Ramatra rises to the forefront as Overwatch 2's latest hero. In a nod to his revolutionary goals, Ramatra is the first tank that can completely change forms as part of his core kit, altering his abilities and playstyle moment to moment. Now, my thoughts on Ramatra, because I didn't make a video talking about it. He seems like he's gonna be strong. He's gonna synergize really well with like KIRIKO and Lucio. Yeah, I'm kind of scared. Like, again, we have to, the whole battle pass thing, tier 55, if you don't buy the pass, tier 55 to unlock him, so lame. I would not be doing that. People will play out the pass for skins. You don't need to put a hero in there. Like, I don't know. In our new escort map, Shambali Monastery will ascend the winding path walked by countless Omnics who have sought refuge within its walls. Transcend your opponents into a battle for mastery over the one-time home of Zenyatta and Ramatra. It's a gorgeous looking map. This looks like a Christmas map. Very excited to play it. New season, new balance. Oh boy. Here we go. Ready? A new season for Overwatch 2 brings another round of balance changes intended to bring some heroes more in line with competitive balance for the rest of the roster. Both metrics and player feedback have shown Sojourn dominating the highest tiers of competitive ranks, while remaining a challenge for players without the same mechanical skills. Doesn't matter though, like, she's still insane. Even if you don't have god tier hit scan ability, she's still insane. To address the high skill feedback, we'll be focusing on the lethality of her railgun at distance. That's probably a good idea. For Season 2, encouraging players to make use of Sojourn's high mobility to close the distance for the more devastating right clicks. That is definitely a step in the right direction there. Doomfist is receiving significant changes that better support his role as the team's frontline while still maintaining the playstyle core to his hero identity. That's pretty good. I think they just need to make his power block way better. Like, I shouldn't be able to sleep at Doomfist when he's doing that. I think that's dumb. He should be able to absorb that. Yeah, just make it so his block is way better. That's one of the big things. And also, like, his seismic slam doesn't always do damage to people. Yeah, he's just kind of glitchy, as like he was in Overwatch 1. You can also expect adjustments to Ana, Bastion, Junker Queen, Kiriko, Mercy, and Symmetra. Okay, so one at a time here, right? One at a time here. So they mentioned Ana here. Ana's my favorite character in the game right now. I don't know what they could do to make her better. Maybe reducing sleep, because it's at 15 seconds right now. I don't necessarily mind it at 15 seconds though, because you got to remember we have less shields in the game, less CC, so hitting sleeps is way easier now. But I don't know, like, what can they do? She's not like terrible. She's just outclassed by Kiriko, right? Like, Anti's huge, but Kiriko Cleanse is also pretty good. But Cleanse is on a, 13-second cooldown, right? And Ana's Nade is on a 10. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited to see what they do with her. I don't think they're nerfing her, because she seems like very middle line right now. That's kind of the way I see it. And I should mention where you're getting this info from. I'm a Diamond open queue, Diamond support, and then Plat on damage and tank. Just letting you know, I'm not the know-all be-all in this game. I don't know, like, everything about the game or how to, like, make it the best. But this is just kind of my 2 cents on it. So, they're mentioning Bastion here as well. Bastion is not horrible, but his ult is horrible. It's not even a good zoning ult. It's only good. It's like a Zarya ult where like you have to it's like a setup ult. Like you use that. It's like Doomfist ult too, where like if you use it in the way where like they probably want you to use it, where there's like a Earthshatter or a Grav, it's a setup ult. It's kind of like that where like you actually capitalize on the setup with that ult. Besides that, it's horrible for zoning. Damage is horrible. It's just really not a good ult. Maybe make it a bit stronger? I don't know. I don't want Bastion to be like super insane, but he's not terrible. He's not terrible. They're mentioning Junker Queen too. She is kind of relevant in open queue. Not a lot, not super used, but definitely a tough character to say the least in terms of what they could do to make her better, I guess. I don't really know what they could do with her. Her shout is nerfed to the ground, but that was probably for the best because you don't want your whole team to be super sustainable. But I imagine the buffs are going to be kind of massive because she does get that mythic skin. So, yeah. They do mention KIRIKO too. Oh my god, where do I even begin with her? I don't hate her damage. Her damage is nuts, but like they're skill shots. Kinda. It's I say skill shot, but at the same time, it's almost like if you're spamming with like a Junkrat or a Hanzo down a hallway. So, skill, I don't know. I'm not super worried about that though. I'm more worried about her her cleanse. It's so overpowered and I just hate dealing with it. So I'm assuming there's going to be an increase on cooldown for it. That's what I would want her to have. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like she does too much in everything. She's like Roadhog, where she's just able to kind of just do anything. The teleport, I mean, what was that, on like a 7-second cooldown? I don't know. I don't know what they could do with her. I mean, her healing is slow, but it's still pretty high. I think they're going to lower her damage. They're probably going to lower her damage because she's supposed to be a healer, but it's a support. Supports are not healers, you know what I mean? Well, that's a different story for another day. They also mention, Doomfist. Yeah, they said that he's going to get significant changes. Yeah, he's like, I've been hearing rumblings that because Zarya got nerfed, that Doomfist is a bit better from that. And I'd like to say probably because Zarya was just way too oppressive with her bubbles and her uptime and all that. So with Doomfist, I feel like he just needs a better power block. Like his power block is horrible. So if they made that a bit better, then I think he'd be pretty okay. And again, he's got some bugs. I'd iron those out too. They mentioned Mercy. Now, Mercy is my most played character in the game. And I was saying in the beginning of this game that I thought Mercy was like terrible. She's not terrible, but I don't know. What do they do with her? Increase her healing per second? Because I think it's 55. I mean, if they make it 60 again, that's going to be like a big difference. Like that is legitimately like a big difference if they do that. But will they do that? I don't know. I think they're going to nerf her Valk because she moves super fast with that and everyone complains about it. So I do imagine that her speed in the air when Valking is going to be lowered, and I wouldn't hate that. But if they buff her healing for 60 a second, I think that would be a nice compromise. Just me thinking out loud here. And then they also mentioned Symmetra. She's not the worst character in the game, believe it or not. Her damage output with the orbs, especially like the damage orb, not damage orb, but yeah, the secondary fire, it's surprisingly pretty good. It's 90 damage, and you can get melted pretty fast by those. So she's not the worst, but she just she kind of requires setup. Again, they're probably buffing her. I don't know what they could do to buff her. Oh, and I wanted to mention this with Mercy. They did this in the beta, but when Mercy goes into Valk, she loses her target when she heals someone, right? I want them to buff. I don't think it was in the beta. I think it was in like a creator patch where when she went into Valk, she kept healing or damage boosting the person she was on. But like, I kind of want to just go into a game here just to show you, because some people maybe don't necessarily know what I'm talking about. It's not going to take that long. But one big thing that people been wanting is for Mercy to be able to heal her team or damage boost her team while she's ulting. Because again, it might not seem like a big deal to like some people because it doesn't seem like one, but having the ability to not let go of the heal or the damage boost is kind of a big deal, because I've had many instances where I have died, or my target that I was healing has died while healing. So when I hit Q, I lose that bit of the healing there. It automatically disconnects me. I would like it if they were to make it so, oh, you don't have to worry about that. Like when you ult, it stays connected. That would legit actually be pretty huge. Doesn't sound big, but I'm telling you, it'd be pretty good. And then, yeah, with SYMMETRA, I don't know what they could do with her. I just think that she's going to, they're just going to buff her. With what exactly? Maybe the charge up for when she gets her higher beam? No idea. With the new season comes a new map pool. I think the map pools are so stupid. Along with our newest map, players can anticipate the return of fan favorite Rialto and Blizzard World. We'll be visiting Oasis and Nepal at different times of the day and rotating out Hollywood and Gibraltar. So what about Numbani? We're not getting Numbani back for... Oh my god, why are we not getting Numbani? That's so lame. I really want Numbani back. All off rotation maps will continue to be available in custom games. Fine, but I think the rotation shit is stupid. And I thought it was just an excuse to be like, we're working on the maps. They're not done yet. Completely wrong, though. That's not true at all. Rotating out Hollywood. Hollywood is so good. And Gibraltar is not bad either. That's kind of a shame. Season 2, our theme is the stuff of gods and legends, Greek mythology. Our second season features an all-new mythic skin, Zeus Junker Queen, as the pinnacle reward of the premium battle pass. Her skin will include new customizations, weapon models, voice lines, and special effects, bask in the glory of her fellow gods, by earning legendary Poseidon Ramatra and legendary Hades Farah, all by progressing through the premium battle pass. So are those going to be the only mythology skins in the battle pass, and then everything else is just shop? Maybe. These heroes and several others will be imbued with awesome godlike powers in our new Battle for Olympus game mode. This new limited time event will start on January 5th and last until January 19th. Keep an eye on the skins appearing this season. They may give you a clue as to what to come during the Battle for Olympus. New limited time event, 5th through the 19th. Okay. We're bringing back the Winter Wonderland event starting December 13th through January 4th. Okay, so I want to check this here. They're saying December 13th. December 13th through January 4th. 1, 2. That's 3 weeks instead of 4 weeks. That's actually kind of interesting because the Halloween event was only 2 weeks. Believe it or not, that was only 2 weeks. So having this for 3 weeks is pretty interesting. And then they mention here that on the 17th of January, they're bringing out, oh no, wait. Yeah, the Lunar New Year event will start on January 17th through February 1st. So this one is 2 weeks. This one is 2 weeks long. That one makes a bit more sense because Lunar New Year is just capture the flag, but we have capture the flag in the arcade, so like, I don't know. But I am excited for the Christmas event though. That should be fun. 3 weeks, 3 weeks instead of 2. Big difference. Both with new and improved rewards. Each event this season will have a skin as a reward that you can earn simply by jumping in the fun and completing challenges. This includes Epic Ice Queen Brig, Legendary Winged Victory Mercy, and Legendary Kakashi Echo. Whoa, wait a minute. Winged Victory Mercy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Winged. This is a Summer Games skin. Why on earth would they put this there and not for Summer Games? That's kind of random. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? I mean, it's cool they're giving out a skin for free, but like, what? How does that make any sense? And then the Kakashi Echo, which actually fits with the Chinese New Year, so that works. And then we're getting an Ice Queen Brigette skin. I saw it. I don't think it fits her very well, but at the same time, I also didn't think that the Pepper Bark skin that she got last year, I don't think this looks very good on her either, if I'm being honest with you. I like the medic one because their voice lines are funny, but besides that, yeah, it's pretty interesting there. You can earn even more Season 2 goodies by watching your favorite Overwatch 2 streamers on Twitch. Keep an eye out for a legendary Ramatra skin and other Twitch drops this season. Okay. That's all right. I mean, that's cool. We will be introducing new challenges in Season 2 as a way for players to earn new heroes they have not yet unlocked. Players who missed out on unlocking KIRIKO in Season 1 or brand new players starting in Season 2 can unlock new heroes by selecting the challenge for the hero they want to unlock, which sends you into the practice range to learn their abilities, and ultimately challenges you to win games of Overwatch. For those wanting to skip the challenges, you have the option to unlock these new heroes directly in the in-game shop. As a reminder, Overwatch 1 owners automatically receive new heroes Sojourn, Junker Queen, and KIRIKO by logging in before the end of Season 2. Players new to Overwatch 2 received Sojourn and Junker Queen as a Season 1 login bonus. Well, that's nice. What do I have to say about this, though? I mean, just make it free for everyone. Like, why are we doing this? Overwatch is growing our player base, our team, and our game. We will be constantly adapting and building on Overwatch 2 as a live service. Well, I mean, let's hope this season's better with it. Season 2 brings many significant content updates that we are delighted to share with you. Delighted. And we can't wait to see how Ramatra shakes up the current state of the game. Thank you for being a part of Overwatch, and we hope you enjoy Season 2. All right, we got some comments here. I'm just curious to know if anyone's got anything here. Yeah, what about Havana and Numbani? No idea. Don't ruin Season 2. Give us more maps to play on. The amount you give makes the game stale. And lol, worst character gets a mythic skin. Good job. I also just uninstalled the game, which is also cool. Time to rework your prices. How about fixing non-roll queue modes? What's wrong with these? I'm assuming it's like... I'm not sure. No Brig changes. Bye. Freaking Anna's getting changed before Brig. Oh, yeah, that was actually one thing I did want to mention is like... nerfs and buffs on the characters here. So like Diva, I think, is still strong. Doomfist, yeah, he's getting changes. Queen needs something. Orisa is very durable. Rhine is fine. Hog is overpowered as hell. Like, the fact that they're not nerfing Hog is kind of a shock. Sigma's strong, but he's not He's not the worst. Winston's fine. Wrecking Ball, I think he gets his ult too fast. But at the same time, I mean, I hate Ball personally, but I don't know. I think everyone says he's like the weakest tank, and maybe that is the case. I don't know what they could do with him though. Zarya's, she's killable now. Ashe is really strong. Bastion's fine. They're gonna buff him though. Cass needs something. Echo is fine. Genji, I think Genji's actually still okay personally, even though I know everyone's like, oh no, he's dead. I don't think he's like horrible. Like, he's still decent. Hanzo needs something. He's horrible right now. I'd make it so like he shot his arrows faster, but that's just me. Junkrat, he's fine. I do think Mei is okay. Pharah, she gets her ult charge way too fast. Pharah needs a nerf on her ult charge. I said it. I think it's way too fast. Reaper, I think, is fine. Sojourn, just nerf her to the ground, please. And then when Sojourn gets nerfed, I feel like Sojourn will be better. Sombra, I think, is niche again, which kind of sucks. I don't want her to be like a super niche pick, but I feel like she kind of is right now. Symmetra, like I said, it's all right. Torb is not bad. Tracer, I think she's bugged, but like she does significant damage. I don't know if they're gonna nerf that or not. Widow is naturally just really good because there's less tanks or less shields. NCC. Ana, like I said, I don't know what they're gonna do with her. Bap, I think he's fine. Brig needs a different ult or something. Brig is like, she's not the worst. Like I said, like in terms of healers, I think she's the worst healer. She's probably the worst healer right now. KIRIKO overtuned. Lucio, I don't know what they could do with Lucio, but he's in every comp, so I mean, I don't know. Mercy, like I said, we'll see what happens with that. Moira's fine, and then Zenyatta is super strong. And that's kind of how I see all of that. All of the new and improved Season 2. New escrow map, new limited time mode. Yeah, this brick skin, I'm not sure about it. But since there's 3 weeks of Winter Wonderland, that makes me think there might be a decent amount of skins. I mean, we did see like a Mei skin, a Tracer. No, wait, no. I don't know if we saw a Tracer. But we saw Bastion. We'll see. And I think another Echo skin. But yeah, for Year the Rabbit, I mean, they're only showing the skin we already have. So that doesn't seem good in terms of like if we're getting anything unique for Year the Rabbit. I think we will, but like, what is it? I don't know. I hope with like the holiday events, it's not like what they did with Halloween. Dude, what was it, like 3 Halloween skins? That was it. Come on, man. I hope we got more than that for Winter Wonderland and Year of the Rabbit. Unlock 80 tiers. Access 60 premium tiers of rewards. Ramantra. So Pharah gets another Battle Pass skin. That's crazy. That's kind of insane to me. New Mythic Junker Queen, Legendary Epic skins, 20% XP boost all season. The Widowmaker and Hog skins will be in bundles, of course. And then we have this Legendary Ramantra skin, which, I guess. I don't know if this is legendary, bro. This does not look legendary at all. This season drop here, the Twitch drops. They said it was legendary in the news post. This does not look legendary to me. I'm sorry to say. But it's a free skin, so obviously, it makes sense as to why they would say it's legendary. Well, it's a Twitch drop. We can make it whatever rarity we want. I have no idea. But that'll be it from me in terms of my thoughts on Season 1 and my expectations for Season 2, as well as the news post. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this somewhat podcast-like video. It's not super late, but I'm gonna go do stuff. So you guys have yourselves a wonderful day or night, and I will talk to you all later. See ya.